Nie ma Jarka dzisiaj?
Zrozumieć, że dusza człowieka jest gwiazdą w kosmosie wszechświata. Jeśli porównamy duszę człowieka i tak wielu nas, 7 miliardów w jednym zbiorze, Ziemia jest jak galaktyka z tak wieloma gwiazdami. Kiedy patrzymy w głąb wszechświata, widzimy galaktyki z setkami milionów gwiazd. Podobnie jest z planetą Ziemią. Niesie 7 miliardów pięknych gwiazd, które są duszą człowieka. Niesie z sobą duszę tak wielu trylionów zwierząt, roślin i wszystkiego innego. Jeśli więc patrzą ci, którzy nie widzą fizyczności Ziemi i jej zawartości, co widzą? Widzą galaktykę z wielką ilością pięknych, świecących świateł. Każda według swojej siły. Każda zgodnie ze swoją pozycją. Niemowlę ma piękną duszę, podobnie jak staruszek. Dla tych niefizycznych, którzy nie widzą fizycznego wymiaru tej planety, ale widzą siłę pola, jesteśmy gromadami gwiazd. Ludzka rasa, każda pojedyncza dusza, nikt z daleka nie widzi. To jest dusza rybaka, to jest dusza kosmologa, to jest dusza prezydenta. Wszystkie świecą bez względu na fizyczność. To jest magia. Oto, co nowa nauka musi przynieść człowiekowi. Kiedy patrzymy przez naszą duszę, widzimy tylko gwiazdy w innych duszach. I to jest przełom. To jest zrozumienie. Na tym właśnie polegają te wszystkie nauki. Dojście do dojrzałości następnego poziomu, aby zrozumieć daleki kosmos. Wszechświat jest ostrygą dla tych dusz, które służą. Wtedy człowiek jest gotowy do wejścia w kosmos. Wtedy człowiek jest gotowy, aby stać się częścią uniwersalnej społeczności, która została obiecana. Nigdy nie obiecywałem wam nieba. Zawsze obiecywałem wam elewację człowieka, aby przyłączył się do rodziny. A teraz macie klucz. To wy musicie otworzyć drzwi, aby zrozumieć, że mogę elewować duszę tych ludzi lub milionów innych dusz, że fizyczne życie na tej planecie zmieni się. Wtedy jestem godny bycia częścią społeczności uniwersalnej, by być, aby służyć, aby się rozwijać, by być tam, aby być częścią, że w cyklu życia wszechświata staje się w byciu częścią, staje się częścią totalności. Kiedy człowiek osiągnie ten punkt, pojawi się nowy wymiar w sile duszy człowieka, który jest poza wyobrażeniem zrozumienia życia fizycznego. To jest brama do otwarcia nowego życia w nowym wymiarze, co jest poza wyobrażeniem tego, co mogliście nazwać nowym początkiem, nowym cyklem, gdzie ten cykl niesie ze sobą źródło stworzenia życia we wszechświecie i unikosie. To jest elewacja duszy, aby służyć. Stała się kluczem. Nie tron życia fizycznego. Czas jest odpowiedni, nadszedł czas, aby człowiek przeszedł przez ten proces.
Okej, witamy wszystkich. Przepraszam za spóźnienie na początku, troszkę nam się tutaj organizacyjnie pomieszało. Tablica też nie jest bieżąca, tylko z zeszłego tygodnia. Stwierdziłem, lepiej coś rzucić niż nic, także to jest 282 warsztat poszukiwaczy wiedzy w języku polskim. Dzisiaj oczywiście jest czwartek, 8 sierpnia, godzina się zgadza, 21. A tłumaczenie będzie 287 warsztatu poszukiwaczy wiedzy od początku, czyli około 19 minuty do godziny 23. W tym czasie, w trakcie tego warsztatu świętowaliśmy, czy generalnie cała fundacja, cała Rada Uniwersalna świętowała kolejne swoje urodziny, można tak powiedzieć. Nie obyło się bez ciekawych rzeczy, zresztą nie będę tutaj zdradzał może wszystkiego od razu. Zapraszam do obejrzenia warsztatu, do posłuchania. Później będziemy sobie to omawiać. Ja jeszcze tylko chwileczkę przygotuję samo wideo i napisy i zaraz będziemy zaczynać.
Out of line will put you out. Technology is straight and condition.
Rough image.
Okay, anyway, we start in any way. Doesn't matter till we see him back up. As usual, good day, good morning to you, good day to you, wherever and whenever you listen to these series of knowledge seekers. We are getting used to all these interruptions. But it's part of teaching life and part of being alive. We see it happening quite often, and in so many ways it's good. It reminds us that nothing is perfect in the age of computers and live. And you never know, even in the live theaters, if you know always something happens and you say, oh my God, was it part of the act or it just happened? This is part of the life we are in. Thank you very much for being here this week. And we try one way or another with broken lines and whatever else to bring new knowledge, new insight. Last week, as we said, we tried to bring the spaceship technology forward if and condition was what we were expecting would happen and did not happen. So you're not going to get the knowledge, what I call the marathon teaching. But on the other hand, as Keshe Foundation is moving into global, Keshe Foundation Global as a public company in the coming days, we have started the new series of teachings around the world. What does this mean is the space technology which we wanted to start teaching as of tomorrow and carry on with it to till some people come up. What we saw with the maglev system and other systems where people just literally hush of it and mess of it and then they all became something backwards. We are taking these teachings on the road. What it means, we are inviting Keshe Foundation knowledge seekers, people of the science and technologies and industry and the space to attend a series of spaceship programs, which is a workshop hand-on. This is not gas making, this is not nano coating. This is real stuff. This way we teach flight system, teaching which never come in public. We will not allow any recording in these teachings. It's very straightforward. Most probably there will be officials and other people from different agencies who do not want to be known. What we do, we invite in each nation we are, what we call in each continent, the scientists of the space development to join us in this era. This is going to be around 12 conferences, workshops around the world in 8 months. This is what we're planning to do. And these workshops will be live on hand-on teachings. I'll be present in most of them. I will teach the space technology to both scientists. We have already invited people from some of the space agencies which I'm talking to attend. We will carry on this program forward, which means we teach the new space era live to all nations. The first one we start from Europe, from Austria. The date will be published and it will be held most of the time on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which means we will go through a phase of bringing all the knowledge seekers and the world scientists to what it is, and then we split the scientists in physically testing systems which never seen in public. We do not show this in public. Systems which belongs to Iranian Space Agency, systems which belongs to Dimension of Flights. We show live how we captured American drones. You can see it, you can test it, you can taste it, and in the same process we'll show how easy it will be to make the world a safer place. In my talks and my communication with the American administration people in the past few days, I made it very clear. And the text, as we know, President Trump and his team continuously online listen to it. It's very simple. We have made a direct offer to the American administration. This is what is known as a deep space trouble. What this means is, in a way, making the world a safer place. Our message to the White House has been very clear, very, very easy. It's part of the communication. If you people understood the value of the third paragraph from the bottom of the communication and understood its value, then the rocket man's toys are not a problem for your nation anymore. Many of you know who's the rocket man, and many of you know who calls him the rocket man. This is a deep space technology. It means we will teach to bring peace. We will show for the first time in most of these teachings technologies which never been seen before. So, in so many ways, in the way of depth communication, zero-time communication, in the first time, especially in Austria, we will show the total jamming system. We might even bring the whole hotel communication down. It is not important. In so many ways, we'll teach direct flight system. These technologies, as I said, we never show, and any participant has to leave their mobile phone, anything they carry in the shape of communication, in their rooms. Nothing allowed. No one will be allowed to draw, take pictures, or any kind of communication. Where we attend, there will be a tight security. Armed officers, I have known, those of you who've been around with me in presentations, any misconduct, any out of line will put you out. It's the place where we change the course. We allow number of knowledge seekers to attend. You can register on site. We do a vetting. We give your name, all details to certain number of national security officers are present to check you out. Belgians are not allowed. That's to begin with. Anyone connected to European Space Agency will be vetted. Scientists from NASA, welcome. Scientists from Chinese Space Agency, welcome to every session. Iranian space scientists in some cases will show the flight. If our head of Keshe Foundation in the background is available, she can show you the present schedule where these space workshops will be held. It'll be the first one in Austria. Second one will be held in Mexico. Third one will be held in Brazil. The Brazil, they're requesting for 2 presentations in 2 different universities, which now the Keshe Foundation technology is taught. Then we move across to Morocco, and then other nations. April of next year, with the permission from the Iranian government, the full flight system of the Keshe Foundation will be shown in the city of Tehran. We will show a full flight system. I'll collaborate fully with the Iranian space agencies to make sure the technology will be delivered. Needs a lot of trust building, but we create the trust. Number of positions in these workshops are very limited. Who comes will serve first if we receive clearance. The fees has been put at 1,500 euro for 3 days. You'll be taught, shown, and then you have to deliver. There is one guarantee you have to sign before you attend. You will not share the technology with no one except your space agency of your nation or with it. You cannot come in and go and teach it next time. I will deliver directly to you what's going to happen. You will not even remember you've been in a conference. We are opening to bring Keshe Foundation knowledge seekers merging with the world scientists. The plan is very simple. We will show the world space agencies peer review of what is going to come. That will be there. We'll push for peace through application of the technology. The Austrian venue is totally allocated, trying to be with Western Europeans. We will never hold another conference in Austria again. The Mexican is totally to show how we will interact with the American space dimension and in a way to take us to the next step. What we said for the world scientists from one conference to another is that they develop and they join in the next one to show what they have achieved, what's been the progress. We go from the next one to the next one and see what has been the progress. They report back to their colleagues or themselves. So we build up a collection of scientists who will join, and in that process we develop the full. The climax of this development will be 21st of 22nd, 23rd of April in the city of Tehran. It has to be understood that we start pushing for peace, delivering the technology of peace, and those of you who have been around the Keshe Foundation and you want to be in these conferences, you got to understand, if you're a knowledge seekers, you teach the other scientists who have joined for the meeting, for the conference. You got to be humble enough to understand that the texture and the next step of it, what is going to be done. Austria will show a full disarmament technology. This way, the governments will understand. We block frequencies as far at any length we like. We will show how the dimension of the sphere of the technology will bring everything to zero compacting. In some of the conferences, we create dimensional conditioning, which means we can create any kind of vegetation and life present. In some of the conferences, we go a step beyond zero-time communication, presentation of the new dimension, what we call the 5th, the 6th, and 7th dimension. In a way, whatever you've done up to now, then you understand where it's been missing. As I said, these teachings we will not allow to be done. When you come in, you see is what you carry, till at due time we ask you to release. Kiss and tell means tail and kiss. Very clear on this position. If you're planning to attend these conferences, Austria, Brazil, Mexico, as you can see on the screen, Mexico, 25th, 26th, 27th of October. Austria is the last week of 27th, 28th, 29th of September. Brazil, 8, 9, 10 November. Brazil, 15, 16, 17 November. We return back to China, hopefully, on around about 22nd, 23rd, 24th for another conference, which is not open to public. And then in December, we go to Morocco. And then in January, we'll be in Malta. February and March will be announced. We will hopefully go to where Arma wants us to go, to Armenia, sometime in that time. And in April, we meet up all in Tehran. And in that process, we try to bring to the position of national governments that they start working, and new communication systems which leads to flight, new communication which leads to creation of physicality, matter state, all will be shown and all will be taught. This is what I said is the gift to the Universal Council. It's their anniversary of second anniversary today. And after when I finish, the floor is for the Universal Council, and we will carry on with this. If you are knowledge seekers, as I said, there is a limited numbers of places, and it's the responsibility of the organizers who have received and put the request to be part of this, to make sure all facilities are available and everything else is done the way is the manner of the Keshe Foundation. In that process, you've got to understand and we make a very, very clear indication. Nothing, no one can bring any electronic system into the building. You'll be well checked. We want to teach as many scientists around the world that we start bringing scientists around the world in the space technology to show the totality of the work. Sometimes in the coming time, as a collective, one nation scientist, which means when we will show the, what you call the flight system, then it belongs to all participants, all the nations. We will start sending invitations to universities and institutes, and in that process, what they make in the background is their privilege. And in what they bring back on the table, we make it very frequent. This is not just coming and talking about plasma technology. These conferences are physical, dimensional edge of science. Maybe 1 unit, 2 units. You might see things you never could imagine is possible. We create dimensions which has been dream of man to achieve, and as the first example, we will show how we capture objects in communication or non-communication. This is a technology which will show world leaders the time of war making is finished, because now whatever you have, we can capture. But what is we is all the scientists from all the nations at the same time. We will start with a black box condition, which means nobody knows, nobody will see, and from the black box we dictate how jamming frequencies, how controlling flights, how entering while you're inside talking, outside cannot hear you, and all that process together. This is what will be in Austria. Then collectively with the scientists present in Austria, we decide what is to be done for the next presentation with Arman in Mexico. Again, we invite all the space agencies to be present, except European Space Agency, if they bring and they have connections with the nation of Belgium, which they have. In so many ways, if any knowledge we put is abused, you have to understand, don't say punishment for giving what you know is the best punishment. If we have the technology to show such an advanced knowledge, we have a technology to advance in your knowledge too. I hope you find your way home. Mental institutes will be the only place which will accept you. This is work to peace. This is the work to bring humanity to stop all these mayhems of years. Hijacking each other's chip like children and taking to each other's port and hiding them and all sorts. This is what we used to play when we were children. Nations have to grow up. We have set up the Universal Council. We enforce peace from now on. But as collectively as nations, as I said, it will be fantastic to see many, many effects. We can create megawatts of energy and deliver it on any power line. What any of the knowledge seekers or the scientists who come to these conferences do, their nation will be the back of it. You release the information, we shut down the cities in your nation. Communication-wise, power-wise. So you know you come in with the consequences of what you learn to become the next step to the process of peace. Those knowledge seekers who understand and be part of it and become part of it, then we allow you in a progressive way to start teaching in multiple of conferences and presentation will set up. As I said, I finished my work in China. Arman has finished his work in the United States by bringing the global as a market into market. You will hear very soon, it will be announced. Then, most probably, as we are all done for some times, Arman and I, we go around teaching and research. Keshe Foundation China, and the manager of Ruth, what you know, all Abang Lin has been set fully, is handed over to her. The work of the global as a setting company with its own board of directors has been set. Arman has been busy with it. Already members of the board of directors know who they are. The team around China has been set in collaboration with a capable hand of people here, and I've done my job. Now is the time to begin the show. And I'm sure Arman and I, we can make a beautiful show. But you got to understand, this show belongs to humanity and not us. And no knowledge can be shared which can harm any single being on this planet and beyond. In so many ways, 5 years of work, 6 years of work teaching brings me back to teachings. I put my what I call business clothes on for some times. Arman did the same, and we have brought the East and the West together. As you understand, the research from now on will be all of fire. Fire of universe, understanding the work of universe, and in that process, we teach nations, the scientists of nations, that they put their pride away. They understand, they work together, and we go from literally, you remember the olden days when the new technologies came, they went from city to city to show. We're back on the same track, but this time we show the universe. There is no regret in how we done things, how we come up, but it's the pleasure that we have got to where we wanted. The foundation is solid, and from now on will become more solid. We had problems in delivery of goods since November from Italy. Italy is shut because the people who were working for the foundation, they have set up a parallel company as foundation. We do not do anything, we greet them. And so, in so many ways, now you know why you did not get your goods. But in a way, we will replace, and in so many ways, the foundation will run its course. We are too big to be bothered by little ants. But in so many ways, what they've done in Italy is shameful, but in a way, they can do whatever they like. That's what we did. We gave you the right. is the disgrace on the face of those who disgrace themselves. We have no problem in seeing people doing it, but betraying the foundation has its own way of payback, which we pray for your souls. But it got to be understood. Now you understand why foundation had problem delivering goods out of it. Those who we trusted, they set up a parallel and disgrace us, but we find a way. We most probably give the orders to them themselves to deliver, and in so many ways, there is always room for all talents. But now you understand, we trust people. We take people from ditches and dungeons, and when you bring them up, they show the true color of themselves. We have no problem. We had the same thing with Ghana. With Ghana, we have sorted the problem of the Keshe Foundation. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks, you will hear about it. We are back in Ghana, opening the new space agency. We're back in Ghana very soon, reinvesting hand in hand with the government of Ghana this time. We only work through Belt Road program around the world. And we have set up conditions that through One Belt, One Road will introduce the space technology of the Keshe Foundation around the world at the edge of science. No one will need a paint pad and nobody will need to buy any toys, because the new technology we start teaching will show the work of the new generation. I have no problem. I have absolutely no problem under no circumstances to close many, many doors to man's greed and to understand why we go this way. We test the man. It's them who pass or fail. But it has to be understood. When I make a move, there is no move to be made. It's very easy. What we will do is we bring a new cycle of technologies shared directly on the edge of science, but it's an amalgamation of everything from what we've done from the beginning. Everything which we have carried from the beginning. But now there'll be an order. Now you will understand why you made ganses. We didn't make ganses for patches. We didn't make ganses for paint pad. As I said, setting up of the factory originally in Italy, starting some 4 years ago, was to prove that the technology has applications and can be applied. We did not come to be in that. And then we progressed to the next steps. As I said, those of you who would like to attend the conferences starting in Austria in September, you will see new knowledge. You will see new understanding. But the condition is what we do with this new technology. And as Keshe Foundation knowledge seekers, where we take it. New medical systems will be introduced. New space systems will be introduced. A lot of teachings will start making sense in these, what I call workshops. I try to do one, Armand will do one, and we switch, and sometimes in some conferences we'll be together. In some cases, we'll bring knowledge seekers from other part of the Keshe Foundation to join. So Those who advance will be given sessions in these conferences to show the next step. We'll bring translators. There is no barrier. We'll bring in scientists who can explain your work for the others to understand. So 8 months of celebration of the space science starts from September of this year in the beautiful country of Austria. And then we go to the next step. In between, if necessary, we'll put in new conferences by invitation of universities, space institutes, and other sites. Then we'll choose, we select number of the Keshe Foundation knowledge seekers as team to make these presentations. Those of you who wanted to make workshops, I can do, has to come to us, we scale it up. All the workshops from now on the international scale, will go through Keshe Foundation and then go through operation of the Keshe Foundation Austria, and then will be allocated. The pinnacle point of our demonstrations, space technology as you know it, will be in Tehran, and we try to build it up with all the scientists, step by step. Some of you might want in your countries to be presented. I think it'll be an honor to be there, if we can be there. But you've got to understand, now the burden is not just that we started China, we started a Keshe Global as a company which will deliver technologies and factories and business centers around the world. It still needs sometimes guidance and working. So we will try to cover both till this child grows, these 2 children of the foundation, which will become the backbone of the whole structure of the Keshe Foundation. I came to China June of 2 years ago, and after 26 months, I leave. Back to teaching, back to spreading the knowledge, back to releasing new cycle of technologies. We have a good team in hand who now can manage the foundation in the background. We have a good team in the education side, and we will see new cycle of scientists and knowledge seekers will join us very rapidly. It is to keep the science open, that through it we achieve peace. We heard something very interesting, was the response of President Trump to the teaching of last Thursday. As we said about the wars in Iran, he said, Iranians have never won a war, but they have won every discussion. We never won a war because we never went to the war. 300 years plus we have kept our doors secure. We defended ourselves out of our strength, but we have won every discussion because we are in time. Any negotiation, as he says, they win. Yes, because we are logical, we are correct, and we're just. So in that progress, my answer, I respond back to President Trump. Open the door of the United States to the Iranian scientists, that we don't need to battle, but we can open a discussion to enlighten scientists as much as we get enlightened, that there is no need to have battles. The pictures I showed you last week will show in dimensions in physical reality how we can capture, you can jump, you can collect. As I said, I'm back on teaching. And when I teach, I don't have time for Kansas. I played that game 20, 30 years ago. The old say, when I was a baby, I spoke baby language. The old man, and they speak out of wisdom and intelligence. So, if you want to join these conferences, workshops, these are workshops. You come in, you get involved. We throw a bunch of things at you and we show you in the teachings, and in the afternoon you have to make it. And you've got to understand what you learn stays in your head, and only those who attend the conference develop the next step, opening channels of scientists between the Keshe Foundation and outside. Seats are very limited because we are not in order to work 1,000, 2,000 people. Otherwise, nobody learns. The fees of €1,500 covers you 3 nights and breakfast. But I don't know you're to sleep the 3 nights. That's still be to be talked about. We have no preference on the color, race, religion, and nationality. But we monitor where you come from, that you have not come sometimes close from. If I can ask the head of the foundation where people can book their tickets who want to join us.
Hello, Mr. Keshe, hello everyone.
Yes.
You can go on the usual link for the store, which is store.keshefoundation.org, and under the events category, you will find the event which is published currently. We have the 3 options for Austria. The first option includes the registration pass and the accommodation at the hotel, and that is for a value of €1,500 per person. The second option includes only the registration pass for those that are from local area or would like to book their own hotels. In that case, the ticket, the registration pass is €1,250 per person. In these 2 options, the access to all the sessions and workshops of the conference is included, as well as the workshop materials, because there will be the theoretical part and there will be the practical part, and in the practical part we will provide a package with the materials for the processes. For those that would like to extend their stay, to stay longer before and after the conference, we also have the possibility to book extra nights. We kindly ask every person to write in the comment box on the checkout exactly the dates that they would like to have included for those nights, so exactly which nights they would like to be booking with us. Also, as most of our knowledge seekers know already, we do have a security process. So whoever is booking a ticket and issues the payment for the ticket will receive a contact from our side with the link for the security check, and we will inform you if everything is okay for you to proceed with, let's say, booking the trip and everything else. So we have included also this specification on the website that you are aware there is a process to pass. So we kindly ask you to follow the procedure and everything will go just fine. This is for Austria in Vienna. We will be from 27th to 29th of September this year. And also this year, as you heard from Mr. Keshe, we have Mexico, we have Brazil, 2 conferences, Morocco, Malta, and many more countries to come. We do have also the request, if there is a huge demand in your country for a conference to be organized, let us know, get in contact with us, and we can agree on when and how we can bring the conference to you. Definitely, we encourage everyone to speak with all the persons that are in universities, in academic environment, professionals that are interested to learn about the undiscovered grounds of the technology. And we will also publish the topics of every conference, that you know exactly on which specific topic we will focus in various countries. So yes, we look forward to have you with us in the conference, and we look forward to know what Mr. Keshe will teach us. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You got to understand, Brazil will be total medical application. As you know, the two locations of Brazil are the two colleges, or what you call institutes, that the Keshe Foundation technology is taught at what we call high level. So we go back, the teachers are getting trained at the moment, and in that process will be Mexico is for medical application. If you're a doctor, you want to see the age of science technology systems and equipments and the rest, and how to proceed to reverse cancer, how to do other things, you can join us. We try to, as I said, Tehran will be a flight system. In what we call other places, what we call organizers have to decide what it is and how they want to do it. You might need to get permission from your governments for people to enter for a specific conference. Places like Dubai, you need permission from government. China, you need permission from government to hold conferences. In some nations there is a freedom, in some nations there is not. It's your responsibility, you have to clear to us you receive the permission. Iran needs a permission. In so many ways, certain countries we have to follow. We will travel to India. It's a matter of how we're going to fix it and the way it's going to be done. You got to understand, most of the time, wherever we go, we ever present the technology and then might lead to investment in your country, will be in conjunction and parallel with us, the Belt Road Program of His Excellency President Xi of China. We will not go anywhere where there is no collaboration on Belt Road. This is the way we structure it, because when we are in your country, if we negotiate, we might sign agreements. If you have agreements to be done to build up industrial zones or develop something, we'll sign in these conferences. These conferences are set not only to deliver new technology, is to deliver physically manufacturing into your countries. So if you organize event and then there is other things to be added to it, investment by the Keshe Foundation, investment by others, in parallel, in conjunction with Belt Road of President Xi, it'll be done in these conferences. So you can start, if you want to do something in your country, you can bring it at the same time as we are there. Everything will be signed through Keshe Global Technology in United States as a stock market. The investment, the processing will come through the Keshe Global. In China is by our partners here in China, outside China, except one country, every other nation will become part of Keshe Foundation global operation. As we know, all our operations one by one will join the global system. Keshe Foundation Italy now moves into multi-million investments in water dissemination, and the step with it is that way. We'll invest millions of dollars in Austria as development of the space technology in medical application. we will invest huge amounts in Arizona. As you know, we have a company in Arizona. Mexico is in the hand, will move into the next step. The problem is from now on that we have established the Keshe global operation as a market, stock market. We will sell shares in public to raise funds for our projects. We are subject to the market situation and with our investments, and that is why we are going on the road showing the technology this way to the government, is that we are showing the technology which is coming, making the other obsolete and creating market value for the market, for the Keshe Foundation global operation. In this process, people who work around the foundation, you build something, you made something, or you have developed something, we start supporting you. And we'll finance you, because if it is there is a board of directors, you know many of them. The board of directors of Global have their own talents each, and if they see fit to invest, all they need to do to ask the market to raise the funds for it. We will release on a weekly basis new progresses that we build the price of the shareholding to a high value, that allows us to invest a lot. In the coming days, you will understand how we're working it. We have the process has already started. In this process, Armin and I have decided that we thank everyone who has been on the path, doesn't matter who has supported the foundation in a step-by-step. You'll be receiving a package of gift from the global operation. If you're looking into it, you will see it will release in batches of names. The first batch is getting signed tonight, tomorrow, and then all it is, you receive an envelope, you receive a position that this is a gift we give you back in what you put with us. We had a long discussion with Armin about it in the past couple of days. Even those who worked against us, in a way they supported us, they will receive shares. Even Red Circle. In his own way, he supported the foundation to work. Does not mean we take grudges. We thank them for what they did at the time they did. The two main supporters of the original Keshe Foundation, when it started from the scratch, the two most loyal people to the foundation, which built the foundation and secured the foundation, are Notary and the what we call angel investor. They've all been given guarantees in writing that the guarantee has been honored. They've both been informed in past 24 hours. Those of you who serve the foundation, we serve you back. We do not look what you did, right or wrong. Maybe to you was right, to us wrong, maybe to us was right and to you wrong. In any progress to create peace, we need to take the next step. Legal matters are legal matters, but those who serve the foundation will be served back. It is a pleasure to have a golden heart like Armin, who thinks in the direction of peace the same as I do. And as you can understand all the damages we received, we still respect those who served us. The list will be long. Gradually we receive, as we see, as we remember, we allow those who serve the foundation to receive the thanks from the foundation. A number of Belgians who were the backbone of the foundation, brought us where we are, will be receiving the same gift as the others. Those of you in the process from different nationalities and color and races, you joined us, will be the same. Do not get upset. I don't see my name. You just have to take your time. You're all too old men, and we have to approve a lot of things. And in that process, we build a just and a correct nation. Many of the leading figures in the foundation have been thanked with generosity. What we do, you will see, is a public company as shares, as that's the only way we can tell you thank you. All these participations, all these being in these meetings, all these conferences you organize, everything else has built us to where we are. We have no problem in allowing the technology to be shared. We have a big problem for those who betray the foundation. It's for you to sort it out by yourself, not by us. There are people who use and abuse the name of foundation and lie and cheat with the foundation. And you will understand that we know the way to serve. Those who claim to be doctors and sell in our name and put people's life in so many ways in danger, we have our own way to handle you. Because you cannot do and be what you want to be using our name. On the other hand, our work with the nations has to be very clean and cut from now. We can literally annihilate all the tools of war. But if we destroy the hierarchy which the nations have created, that they create peaceful condition, we have to some extent follow for a time being. Iranians will not be able to use any nuclear weapons which they don't have, as much as the Americans who claim they have many and now is obsolete. Now you understand why we said we don't need nuclear technology, we have better than this. Why do you want to go from A to B on a donkey when you have a jumbo jet like Iranian scientists? If you think jumbo jet doesn't exist, it's the wake up your imagination. Join us in the conferences if you are a true knowledge seeker, and understand no pillow talk till you tell the pillow to talk. You join in, you come to these conferences, you see things you never seen, you will understand new concepts, but understand somebody's microphone is open. You understand that I think that sounds like Caroline. You have to understand that the process of what we call understanding the totality of the knowledge has to be with the work of the foundation. As I said very recently, I came to China with black hair and leave China after 2 years with gray hair. It's taken a long to do to achieve what we achieved here, and will we carry on with it. We have a good working team with Armin and me. We keep an eye on everything, but at the same time, we keep an eye on what we came here to do too. And in so many ways, Armin has done a lot to bring the global into line. Past 2 years, and I've done very little to bring China online. And now the two are done. And as I said, let's the show begin. If you want to see the real space technology, join us. If you are there just to waste time, there is a city called Vienna in Austria. It's a beautiful place to go for a sightseeing. As we come to the celebration of the what we call Universal Council, this is a gift to you, members of the Universal Council, and in so many ways we have started a game for you to operate. And I hope you will enjoy this celebration. And in so many ways we have started a game. I'd like to thank the whole of the Keshe Foundation as a whole who has brought us to here. And as I said to one of the knowledge seekers, the state of mind is amazing. As we are sending information to those who receive gifts from the foundation, Chinese have started refusing it, handing it, saying, I do not need it. Why should I get it? I don't deserve it. Please, I don't need it. The African says, can you give us the values? We want to know now. When can we sell it? And it's ours. Why don't you tell us? And from those who serve the foundation, truly, they're right. Thank you very much. And this brings a lot of logic into the mixture of the human race, state of mind, and work. Do we have the members of the Universal Council present? And if you would like to enlighten us for your second birthday. Hello? Have I been talking to myself?
No, we hear you, Mr. Keshe.
Do we have anyone? We give the floor to members of the Universal Council to present their work, or we call their annual report. We usually hear from them this time, and I'm sure next year the annual report will be very much different as we try to make home for them in beautiful country of Malta. And in that process, hopefully next year, hopefully, or the year after, all the teachings, all the management, the whole operation of the Keshe Foundation will be done from the country of Malta. We have chosen shore, and we would like to choose a shore site that, as I said, no one needs to come to land. And to seas, open seas. And what we think is there will be a better place for our children and our grandchildren from now, as all of us have become peace watchers and believing in the technology. And in a way, as many of you said, Mr. Keshe, if you can produce so much gold, why the foundation is suffering? We have to suffer to know who really is in the foundation. And now we know who and how. And in the process, we'll take next steps. And in the process of growing, sometimes there is a pain. Universal Council, if you like to join us, and we give you the day.
Thank you, Mr. Keshe, for all the good news. Please, Flint, go ahead with our presentation for Mr. Keshe, which he unfortunately missed because he dropped out. Thank you, Flint.
Okay. One moment here.
Listen, this is Universal Council presentation.
We have something for you, Mr. Keshe, and we cannot go about without you enjoying it. It's a gift from all of us, from all the knowledge seekers, the councils, let's say the Keshe Foundation family.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a pleasure. Just give Flint a second, please, to set it up.
Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, Mr. Keshe. It's for tomorrow.
Okej, dzięki Jarku za dobrą tablicę. Także 282 warsztat właśnie zbliża się ku końcowi. Mamy podsumowanie. Tradycyjnie może parę słów. W zasadzie tutaj każdy, myślę, wyłapał te główne wątki, jaka teraz jest strategia, jeśli chodzi o szerzenie wiedzy globalnie i tutaj doktor Keshe wspominał o tym, że jego czas w Chinach w pewien sposób dobiegł końca. Teraz zaczyna podróż naukową, można powiedzieć. Chce pojawiać się w różnych krajach, organizowane są konferencje, można uczestniczyć w tych konferencjach, można też zgłaszać zainteresowanie organizowaniem takich konferencji. Jak zbierze się grupa osób chętnych i wszystkie formalności można w pewien sposób załatwić, to nic nie stoi na przeszkodzie do zorganizowania takich warsztatów. Widzimy jakąś tam liczbę warsztatów, która już jest zorganizowana. Maroko, Brazylia 2 razy. Mieliśmy informacje o Iranie, Austrii na początek, także trochę tych konferencji będzie. Są one też w pewien sposób pożywieniem tej koncepcji CIBR-u, czyli China, Chiny, Brazylia, Rosja, kto tam jeszcze był? Stany Zjednoczone, jeszcze pewnie jakiś kraj, który pominąłem, Iran, o właśnie, i jak Iran, także w tych krajach też będą prowadzone właśnie te warsztaty, oczywiście kierowane do poszukiwaczy wiedzy, kierowane też do różnych agencji, na przykład kosmicznych czy naukowych, ludzi nauki z uniwersytetów. Wszyscy są zapraszani po to, żeby zwiększać w pewien sposób świadomość tego, możliwości tej technologii, zwłaszcza w aspektach podróży, ale także, tak jak doktor Keshe mówił, każda gdzieś konferencja będzie miała swój specyficzny temat, swoją taką tematykę przewodnią, na temat której będzie uczył czy Armen, czy doktor Keshe na zmianę albo razem, oraz inni poszukiwacze wiedzy, którzy są przygotowywani, szkoleni do tego, żeby przekazywać wiedzę na tego typu wydarzeniach. Pojawiają się też informacje, myślę, że ten warsztat bardziej taki jest, można powiedzieć, w kierunku politycznym, czy wydarzeń takich ostatnich wieści z tego, co się dzieje, z tego, jakie kroki podejmuje fundacja, oczywiście w celu szerzenia wiedzy, w celu osiągnięcia tego warunku pokoju na całej planecie i jednym z kroków do wykonania tego kroku, tego postępu dla całej ludzkości, nie dyskryminując, jak wiemy, na jakiekolwiek rasę, czy wyznanie, czy kolor skóry, czy cokolwiek. Globalnie działając, fundacja chce założyć tą gałąź, można powiedzieć, finansowania, która będzie zbierać fundusze poprzez właśnie obecność na giełdzie. Tu też słyszeliśmy ciekawy wątek, że wszystkie osoby, nawet te, które nie tyle pomogły, co też w pewnym momencie mogły zaszkodzić fundacji, też osoby z Belgii, gdzie było dużo problemów, wszystkie osoby, które gdzieś brały udział w tym, przyczyniły się, dorzuciły swoją cegiełkę. Może to była gdzieś tam bolesna cegiełka, która czyniła jakieś szkody, ale koniec końców ostatecznie wiadomo, wszystkie wydarzenia, wszystkie drogowskazy czy wszystkie przeszkody, które są na naszej drodze, powodują, że obieramy takie ścieżki, a nie inne i dzięki temu chociażby w tej chwili fundacja po pobycie doktora Keshe w Chinach, po założeniu firmy w Chinach, po założeniu tej bliźniaczej firmy, w pewien sposób bliźniaczej, ale zewnętrznej od rynku chińskiego, jak wiemy, cały kraj, jeśli chodzi o Chiny, jest bardzo zamknięty. Mamy chociażby tą koncepcję dużego firewallu, jeśli chodzi o dużą ścianę firewallu, jeśli chodzi o informatykę, są różne inne rodzaje polisy filtrowania danych i tego typu rzeczy, więc ta firma w Chinach fundacyjna działa w pewien sposób niezależnie, a ta firma KF Global, która ma być na giełdzie papierów wartościowych, będzie właśnie tą odnogą finansującą działania fundacji, to jak będzie się rozprzestrzeniać szerzenie wiedzy w różnych krajach. I w tym całym procesie te udziały w tej firmie, tak jak mówiłem, będą rozdane, tak jak mieliśmy te informacje wszystkim tym osobom, które były zaangażowane, także tym, które wyrządziły jakieś szkody. Można powiedzieć, że jest to pokazanie też poprawnego, w pewien sposób poprawnego etosu tego, jak można postępować mimo okoliczności, rozumiejąc właśnie to, że dzięki temu fundacja obrała taki kierunek i znajduje się w tym miejscu, w którym się znajduje, a to miejsce teraz polega przede wszystkim na szerzeniu wiedzy, na organizowaniu tych warsztatów, konferencji, wspierania tego finansowo poprzez KF Global w Stanach Zjednoczonych. Też mieliśmy informacje odnośnie Rady Uniwersalnej, która w przeciągu roku, maksymalnie 2, jak tutaj mówi dr Keshe, znajdzie swój dom na Malcie, tak samo jak inne osoby związane z prowadzeniem fundacji i stamtąd będzie prowadzona ta fundacja, więc jeśli o Radzie Uniwersalnej, to tutaj też mieliśmy wstęp do tego, co czeka nas w kolejnym warsztacie, w kolejnym tłumaczeniu, które będziemy przygotowywać na niedzielę i tam będzie to, co następuje po tym filmiku z okazji urodzin doktora Keszego 61, który miał nastąpić dzień po tym warsztacie. Jak się dowiedzieliśmy, tutaj Karolina na koniec mówiła, że są to życzenia na jutro, na 2 sierpnia bodajże. I jak co roku, teraz jest chyba 2. rocznica podpisania traktatu pokojowego przez członków Rady Uniwersalnej i jest to bodajże chyba 3. czy 4. rocznica w ogóle założenia Rady, wydarzenie, które miało miejsce na konferencji w Dubaju w 2015 albo 2016, bodajże jakoś tak. Także co roku jest ona obchodzona. W zeszłym roku była prezentacja bardzo obszerna, pokrywająca wszystkie działania, aspekty działań fundacji. W tym roku będziemy mieli niedzielę, oglądniemy, posłuchamy, poczytamy tłumaczenia, gdzie będzie właśnie przedstawiony mandat Rady Uniwersalnej i myślę, że będzie tam dużo wytłumaczone, także nie będę wychodził w przód, a jeśli ktoś ma ochotę coś dodać do tego streszczenia albo przedstawić swoje pomysły czy zrozumienie, to oczywiście zapraszam. Dzięki.
No, jeśli nie ma pytań, jeśli nie ma wypowiedzi, tak więc na dzisiaj skończymy. To były 282 warsztaty poszukiwaczy wiedzy w języku polskim. z dnia czwartku, 8 sierpnia 2019 roku. Tak więc dziękuję Tobie, Przemku, za zreferowanie tego fragmentu. No i spotykamy się w niedzielę, tak więc dobrej nocy i do usłyszenia. Nadszedł czas zmiany, przejścia do prawdziwego działania wszechświata. I nadszedł czas, aby zrozumieć, że używamy stanu materii, by osiągnąć poziom zrozumienia duszy człowieka. Teraz rozumiesz, być może, dlaczego Kreator wysłał swoich posłańców w imię tego, co miałeś. To oni przynoszą uszy, aby można było ich użyć, gdy nadejdzie czas Mesjasza. Mogę nauczyć duszę i przesłanie. Nie by się przeciwstawiać, ale poprzez ich zrozumienie, przez tych, którzy stali się Mesjaszami, aby dawać ze swoich dusz, aby ich elewować. Zadanie stało się łatwe. Szkoła jest tutaj i uczniowie są tutaj w oddaniu. Wtedy nie będzie żadnej walki między tym, co nazywają muzułmanami a chrześcijanami. Baranek i lew będą jeść i spać w tym samym gnieździe. Chrześcijanie i muzułmanie będą spać i modlić się w meczecie, w tym samym kościele, w imię ich dusz, nie w imię religii, które są używane do tworzenia tak wielu konfliktów, dla korzyści tych, którzy byli hiperaktywnymi dziećmi. Nadszedł czas, czas zmian jest tutaj. I jak powiedziałem, moje życzenie jest moim rozkazem. Jeśli pragniesz ujrzeć pokój, droga pokoju jest wyłożona bardzo wyraźnie. To dusza świadomości zbiorowej. Poprzez dawanie stworzy tą pozycję zmiany. Nic innego. W duszy człowieka nie ma długopisu. Jestem pewien, że po wejściu do społeczności uniwersalnej nigdy nie zobaczysz niczego zapisanego, ale równowagę pól duszy egzystencji. Staraj się być na tyle pokornym, aby nie stać się aroganckim w mocy, którą zrozumiałeś i posiadłeś. Inaczej wpadniesz w tą samą ścieżkę kościoła i meczetu. To jest to, co obiecaliśmy i to właśnie dostarczyliśmy. Musimy zrozumieć działanie duszy. I musimy zrozumieć, że dusza człowieka jest gwiazdą w kosmosie wszechświata. Jeśli porównamy duszę człowieka i tak wielu nas, 7 miliardów w jednym zbiorze, Ziemia jest jak galaktyka z tak wieloma gwiazdami. Kiedy patrzymy w głąb wszechświata, widzimy galaktyki z setkami milionów gwiazd. Podobnie jest z planetą Ziemią. Niesie 7 miliardów pięknych gwiazd, które są duszą człowieka. Niesie z sobą duszę tak wielu trylionów zwierząt, roślin i wszystkiego innego. Jeśli więc patrzą ci, którzy nie widzą fizyczności Ziemi i jej zawartości, co widzą? Widzą galaktykę z wielką ilością pięknych, świecących świateł, każda według swojej siły, każda zgodnie ze swoją pozycją. Niemowlę ma piękną duszę, podobnie jak staruszek. Dla tych niefizycznych, którzy nie widzą fizycznego wymiaru tej planety, ale widzą siłę pola, jesteśmy gromadami gwiazd. Ludzka rasa, każda pojedyncza dusza, nikt z daleka nie widzi. To jest dusza rybaka, to jest dusza kosmologa, to jest dusza prezydenta. Wszystkie świecą bez względu na fizyczność. To jest magia. Oto co nowa nauka musi przynieść człowiekowi. Kiedy patrzymy przez naszą duszę, widzimy tylko gwiazdy w innych duszach. I to jest przełom, to jest zrozumienie. Na tym właśnie polegają te wszystkie nauki. Dojście do dojrzałości następnego poziomu, aby zrozumieć daleki kosmos. Wszechświat jest ostrygą dla tych dusz, które służą. Wtedy człowiek jest gotowy do wejścia w kosmos. Wtedy człowiek jest gotowy, aby stać się częścią uniwersalnej społeczności, która została obiecana. Nigdy nie obiecywałem wam nieba. Zawsze obiecywałem wam elewację człowieka, aby przyłączył się do rodziny. A teraz macie klucz. To wy musicie otworzyć drzwi, aby zrozumieć, że mogę elewować duszę tych ludzi lub milionów innych dusz, że fizyczne życie na tej planecie zmieni się. Wtedy jestem godny bycia częścią społeczności uniwersalnej, by być, aby służyć, aby się rozwijać, by być tam, aby być częścią, że w cyklu życia wszechświata staje się w byciu częścią, staje się częścią totalności. Kiedy człowiek osiągnie ten punkt, pojawi się nowy wymiar w sile duszy człowieka, który jest poza wyobrażeniem zrozumienia życia fizycznego. To jest brama do otwarcia nowego życia w nowym wymiarze, co jest poza wyobrażeniem tego, co mogliście nazwać nowym początkiem, nowym cyklem, gdzie ten cykl niesie ze sobą źródło stworzenia życia we wszechświecie i unikosie. To jest elewacja duszy, aby służyć. Stała się kluczem. Nie tron życia fizycznego. Czas jest odpowiedni, nadszedł czas, aby człowiek przeszedł przez ten proces.